Yo, what's going on, people? We're back again. Another Wrestle Purist stream, pre-Dynamite stuff, joined by Big AO and Manny the Hooper. Of course, I'm sure you've already noticed that Jay Shao hasn't joined us on stream right now. She's like the vice president of one of her college orgs or some shit. She's doing a lot. She's a busy woman. Some stuff got moved around, and she might be able to make it later on in the podcast. But right now, to start off, she's not here. But we're going to keep it moving. We've got some things to talk about. This is our first podcast since John Moxley's podcast with Renee on the sessions, and him, replying to CM Punk and all the discourse that's followed that.
Shout out to John Moxley.
Always.
The newest member of the Elite.
We're going to talk. There's a minor Jay White update. Obviously, Dynamite's coming up soon, so we're going to do a little preview of that, but, not too much, too big. But obviously, first things first, please like, subscribe, super chat if you're feeling generous. Always appreciate it very much. And Manny Hooper, how's it going?
All right, just woke up from a nap. Hey then. So still thinking about what I saw earlier when I was driving. I fucking saw a mariachi school, and I stopped outside and I said a mariachi school, and I was just standing there looking at, and I was contemplating going in, but I decided not to go inside. I don't even know what I would do if I knew how to be a mariachi.
I don't even know what that is, brother.
God damn, you don't have any Mexicans over in the UK, huh?
Bro, we really don't,
It's I'll give my ignorant explanation, and maybe you can tell me if I'm correct. The mariachi band is, they got the maracas shaking, they got the sombreros, they got some nice traditional Mexican clothing on, they got like banjos. I don't know if they're banjos or guitars or whatever, but they sing their mariachi music, bro. They do their thing, right or wrong, Manny.
Yeah, they do the thing and they go, and they just start dancing and stuff like that.
Facts.
This is a cultural podcast, bro. You learn shit,
Don't ever let the people tell you I'm not tapped in.
But yeah, man. Ayo, how you doing today? Been an eventful day,
It hasn't been an eventful day, bro. I heard people were just crying about me while I was, getting work done, paying my bills, just not living with my mom and my dad. I know some people can relate. Some people can't relate, It is what it is. But, I'm out here never going to get canceled. Uncancelable, nigga. All right?
But yeah, let's just go on, man.
Well, you got to make a different personality. Like yesterday, I canceled the Hooper, so I already pre-canceled.
Manny was doing some real off the wall shit yesterday, bro. The Hooper is an enemy of unpurists. Not Manny, not Emmanuel,
just
but
the
Hooper, bro. The gimmick. We can't stand by it, bro. We can't just let you do this shit.
It's like the pain maker, bro. It's crazy.
It's nasty, son.
It was funny because I was listening to an Eminem song. I was listening to an Eminem song without me, and then when Moby Tracks just said no names, no gimmicks, that's when I came up with the idea. I'll just separate the Hooper and just cancel him before anybody else can.
They got that Eminem track where he kills Slim Shady at the end. So maybe that's what you gotta, one of these pods, you just gotta lay the Hooper to rest.
Yeah, man. Before we get into this, we'll start obviously with the Moxley stuff, I guess. But first, I want to do a few super chats. Far2, $10 super chat. Wrestle Purist gang, appreciate you very much as always. Shout out Far. Make sure you join in our Discord. Link in description, or it should be. If not, just ask for it in the DMs. Get up in there. Bam. $5, appreciate it. I stand with Monty, Wrestle Purist and Late Night Green are the two best podcast channels on here. Both give opportunities to most viewpoints of wrestling compared to most. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, Bam. Thank you. I just have one small disagreement with your statement. I personally I don't stand with Monty. He's a pretty terrible person, but glad to see there's some Monty supporters.
Listen, bro. Good people, Anyway, Rob, $4.99. Manny and Monty thoughts on Mox calling Punk Dish Johnson. He called him What's His Dick, actually. But,
Is that this Johnson supposed to be like a toilet reference or what?
Did he say what's his dick or did he say what's this dick?
I don't know, bro. He said something like that. He
Hey,
wasn't. He
man.
wasn't. I didn't really take too much notice of it. To be fair, he was just
Hey. Shout out to the elite. Shout out to John Moxley.
But yeah, man. Let's talk about CM Punk. Obviously, he dropped his, his little Instagram rant on his story, which was quickly deleted. But everyone's seeing it. We've all seen it by now. I'm sure everyone's pretty much aware of the general gist of what he said. Obviously, this also lined up with Punk coming on Renee's podcast. So she asked him about it. And to be fair, he didn't talk on it as long as he could have. It seemed, he said he didn't want to get dragged into the bullshit and the drama, blah 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 blah. He didn't want to get dragged down to that level. He just seemed kind of tired of all this shit, And what else does he say? So he gets into one thing he kind of wanted to make clear was like his contract situation, his mindset going through that period. So he says that when he first came out of rehab, he didn't want to re-sign, which is like fair because he didn't know what could happen in 6 months and blah blah blah. And it kind of got interesting to me when he said that. Basically, when the meeting was happening, like CM Punk references in the story, so Punk, Khan, Moxley, and he's talking about how, like, because he's not on contract and Tony Khan isn't technically his boss and he technically doesn't work for the company, that him even being there and agreeing to be in the meeting and pitching an idea where CM Punk eventually wins the title is bending over backwards for Tony and Punk or whatever it is. I personally didn't understand that really.
Hey, bro, I'll give you some. Mox doesn't like Punk, bro. People know Mox doesn't like Punk. Wrestlers have told me Mox doesn't like Punk. Wrestlers have told Ibu Mox doesn't like Punk. Sean Ross Sapp on air yesterday said Mox doesn't like Punk. He's never liked Punk. I don't think he really wants to work with him. He's interested in working with him. So I think he was just like, hey, if I gotta put this fucking loser, dipshit, dickhead over or whatever, not my words, Mox's words probably. You can assume they're also my words as well. But however, I think he was just like, yo, like I'm doing y'all a favor, even agreeing to do this whole little program with this fuckhead that I've never liked. I could just go to SummerSlam tomorrow if I want to. But I think that's what he was trying to say. But.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, at the end of the day, him working in AEW without a contract, is Tony Khan putting himself in the vulnerable position, not Mox, Then Tony also trusted him to put the belt on him. Again, that's Tony Khan putting himself in the vulnerable position. Whether you think he's done for doing that or not, that's still Tony Khan. That's still Tony Khan being the person that's vulnerable in the situation. So I just found it very interesting that Mox made out like he was the person bending over backwards, regardless of how he feels about Punk or not. It's Tony Khan's promotion. He's the one paying him, etc. Then him making comments about like, at this time, technically I don't work for AEW, and technically Tony's not my boss. It's just kind of one of my main takeaways from it overall were basically that Mox seems over just like the bullshit, which is very fair to be honest at this point, and also like
not even just over. I think he's pissed that he's like, bro, like why am I being brought up into this shit? Like this shit had nothing to do with me for the longest, and now y'all putting my name in it. Probably not even Meltzer, just like Punk, just like doing this whole little. I'm not gonna lose. Nobody's ever said they was gonna lose to me. Blah 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 blah. Whether that was meant to be a loaded comment or not, Mox is he's home. He's drinking his non-alcoholic beers, playing with his dog and whatever the fuck. I don't know. He's a family man. Doing his thing.
And then also on top of that, it's one of the other takeaways I took from it was kind of I feel like Tony Khan I don't want to say they don't respect him, but it's like sometimes you hear some of the stories that some of it gets reported, some of it doesn't, and I hear just again the way that he was just kind of talking. It's just like, oh, I was bending over backwards. Technically, he wasn't my boss. Technically, I don't work here. Like, he's just like, bro. Tony looks after these guys, gives them big money contracts, etc., and he kind of gives them the freedom to do what he wants. And again, like I said, it's like Tony Khan was the one putting himself in a vulnerable position. So for him to do that, then to hear Mox go on a podcast and say that in that kind of tone was kind of like, what? Like, Tony really don't. People just feel comfortable just saying anything, And it's just
people really are not scared of repercussions in AEW. I don't think. However, I will say, there's no doubt in my mind, John Moxley would talk about Vince McMahon in the exact same way.
Probably much worse, I'd imagine. But he actively,
Vince and shit. Like, come on, like he basically went to the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, and he's either like mute or just being like, Steve, like, you can suck my dick, bro. Like, I'm telling you what it is. You don't want to hear it. It is what it is. Like, I just think that's the kind of energy he has for everybody. But yeah, like the whole you're just piggybacking off of like what Darby said during the promo or whatever. Like, why did people feel like so comfortable to be able to do that? Like they're public. Like, it's I'm just working, brother. It's like, nah, you're really not. You're really not though. That's the thing. So it's just
at this point, you can just say Tony gives people too much freedom. Like, you can say all you want about Vince, but like half these people wouldn't be doing half the stuff that they say about Tony or FTR, for example, working their own angles. Saying how much AEW sucks or whatever. Even though suppose that even if they are signing long term, like this wouldn't fly because it's just like, why is everybody putting down this company, or why is Andrade starting fights with Sammy, or same thing with Eddie? Like,
hey, but we say that, but on the other hand, there have been niggas sent to Guantanamo Bay for acting up. Niggas was like, why y'all doing Brian Cage like that? Why y'all doing Brian Cage didn't know how to act online, bro, so they did him crazy. Maybe TK's not really that enthusiastic about booking Miro right now because Miro doesn't know how to act online.
Well, I don't think it's him. I think it's his wife that's the one that doesn't know how to act online.
So what happened with the Brian Cage thing is, like, his wife went off on Twitter and he like signal boosted it. He like quote tweeted it and he was like, hey, my wife's allowed to have her own opinions. My 400,000 followers don't look at this video. It's not me saying, it's my wife with her own opinions. Like, shit like that. So it's just like,
it's not the same thing happening to Miro though. Like, he hasn't really. The thing is, Miro hasn't said anything bad about AEW. It's Lana the one that's been saying stuff. And
it is. The difference is Lana like will shit on AEW, or she'll just bounce on WWE. Yeah. And the thing is, Miro knows something.
Everyone goes back, bro.
But then everybody goes back. Kind of like, all right, like. But then Miro will do the thing is just like, oh, I miss being on TV. Why is nobody putting me on? Like, why am I not on TV? I forget the exact quotes, but it's just like a story came out about how Miro refused to do a job. That's why he wasn't on TV at a certain point. Not the one I'm talking about right now, but prior, a couple months ago, this happened. And Miro was like, well, what happened like the 5 months before that? Before I was pitched the job, I wasn't on TV and shit. I don't know. He was filming that movie for 18 years, bro. So.
But I'm gonna be completely honest. I get it. If you're somebody like Miro, like, and it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you bring him on just a job right away? I don't know. If it's Miro, I'll book him just to win one match or two matches before I throw him in a feud where he just loses right off the bat. 2 back-to-back feuds.
My thing is,
go on now.
Oh no, go ahead, Monty.
I don't want to do the whole Tony Khan sort this shit out thing again, where it's just like, just sort this shit out, bro. Get all your talent on the same page, and the ones that respect you keep around and do stuff with them. And if there's any people being weird or you're getting weird vibes off, and you might not want to use, and you're just waiting for the right time, like, fuck them off. Just get rid of them, man. Just get your soldiers and keep it moving, because it just seems like, as an outsider, obviously I'm not in the locker room, do you know what I mean? I only hear this and that, and you see what gets reported. They're just like you said, there don't seem to be. I don't like to use the word fear of consequences, but it's just kind of like a level of respect where I don't know what's another word instead of fear to use. Just kind of like authority.
Yeah.
And just I don't know, man. It just seems so loose, and people just feel so comfortable to kind of say whatever they want and do what they want, and say I'm not putting him over and da 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 da. Like even the big stars like Mox and Punk, bro. Like, yo, I'm paying you 7 figures. You do what I fucking tell you, bro. As far as it goes in a wrestling ring,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like it's wrestlers, bro. And if you're not firm, they'll just fucking walk all over you. And this past year or so, from what we know, that kind of seems to be, people have been way too comfortable here and there, and this situation hasn't been dealt with, and this person's saying this, and this hasn't been communicated over here, and blah 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 blah. Like, fuck it, like, stop it all, get them all in a room, put your foot
But
down.
I
Like,
will say though, as someone who is somewhat of a professional fed bad nigga, like WWE wrestlers used to wild out on Twitter all the time too. Before Triple H came around, now it's a babyface company now and shit. It's like they used to cry, bro. They used to like.
It was
Ricochet's
always
life.
sad though. It was always like in a sad manner, like,
Yeah,
I wish I
it
was
was.
used more. Like, it was
Sad.
never like the way AEW, like, when the talent like drops a tweet, like, it's so like shady and stuff all the time. And
Yeah.
again, even like the dirt sheet game, bro, it's like, yeah, I'm not saying no one in Fed or any other company talks to the sheets, but the amount, like, I'd assume that like the percentage of AEW talent that like just talk to people, not necessarily us, not necessarily Sean or
Yeah.
Dave or Brian, but just talk to people about shit that goes on is insane. And that's why
And
all
it's
this
crazy,
stuff,
bro, because they used to
yeah,
never say shit.
and that's why all this stuff gets around, and you get the group chat rumors that people don't hear about on the timeline, and then you get reports, and you get this report that clashes with that one. It's all because everyone's fucking talking, bro. It's crazy. It's a mess. It is a mess. I want AEW to fucking kill it, bro. Like, it's good to have another fucking company there. You know what I mean? It is. Like, it
Hey,
just is.
man.
And what AEW offers when it's at its peak is like unlike anything else in the world. It's brilliant, but shit like this it just needs sorting out definitively, and I don't think it's going to be something that can be slowly worked on. Like, I think Tony needs to just go in, like, and just fucking go off and make it definitive. Like, I am the boss. You do what I say. I don't care if you won't put over him, and you don't want to do this and da 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 da. Like, we're grown men, and I'm paying you
From all accounts,
fucking
though,
money.
he has finally done that shit with like the fucking like Jonathan Gresham's and like Brian Pillman Jr.'s of the world. It's like, bro, do what I say or shut the fuck. Not to say, I know I got an not to say Gresham and Pillman Jr. on the same level. Obviously, Pillman Jr. is a much better wrestler than Jonathan Gresham.
Oh, come on.
But he's putting his foot down. He's like, yo, do what I fucking say or fuck off, bro. Go sit home. I'm not gonna let you go back to the Fed. But it's just like, I feel like the people who have actually been there, like, and not even just to make like an ex-WWE guys thing, because he's told ex-WWE guys to eat a dick before too. Buddy Murphy for one. Buddy Murphy got suspended, and then
So, yeah.
so it's just like the top card guys. Cause just like, I don't know if it's because like TK was such a big fan for such a long time. That's just like, yo, I'm really CM Punk's boss. Like, yo, I'm really John Moxley's boss. I'm Kenny Omega's boss. Now this is crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I don't want the lazy take is he's a mark and shit. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, if I suddenly started employing LeBron James, would I be the best boss ever? I don't know, bro. I don't think I'd be a great boss for LeBron. So,
yeah, you gotta worry about J.R. Smith coming up to you. Hey, man, what about my minutes, bro? What are you
and then LeBron knocking on my door like, yo, what about JR's minutes, bro? Like, what's going on? It'd be nasty.
It's like, it's all of them as well, I think. Like, you can just go through the names, man. It's just all of them. Like, I know, especially like with the Punk Elite stuff and all that, like, people like to pick sides and he's bad and the person I like isn't at all. It's just like, but it's all of them, bro. So Punk goes without saying, the media scrum, the this, the that. Fucking then you can even go to Hangman. Like, why did Hangman feel like he could just go off script on a promo on TV? Like, you know what I mean? Then there's like the Bucks and Kenny get accused of this and that with the sheet.
Monty, do you really think that you think that Hangman promo was a big deal?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he said something he wasn't supposed to say on live TV without any sort of warning to his boss or the person he was cutting it to. So just like the principle of it, just like it's wrong in that sense. Then also it's something that was it snowballed into a bunch of shit as well, which I know, of course, probably wasn't Hangman's intention at the time, but it just did. Do you know what I mean? So
and AEW does have a problem of once you're hurt or you're injured and you're away from TV, you don't really hear from anybody or the company. So you got fucking CM Punk going down a YouTube rabbit hole of Jim Cornette and all this conspiracy rabbit holes and be like, bro, what the fuck's going on? Nobody's talking to me. Where's this shit coming from? I know I've been down that rabbit hole before. You go down one YouTube video on a conspiracy theory. Next thing you know, it's fucking 6 a.m. and you haven't slept.
That's how the Hooper was born, baby. That's how the Hooper was born.
But yeah, it's all of them, man.
And then you get home, and then you finally show up to work 6 months later, and everybody's acting kind of weird, and you're just like, man, what the hell's going on? You're just picking up on little signals, and then you become paranoid, and then you realize you're straight edge, so you can't smoke, and you're just like, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, you start reading subliminal messages,
bro. Why
are you breaking down
right now?
Bro, I'm getting in the head. I'm telling you, this is
the Hooper's starting to take over. It's like the Venom symbiote.
Yeah, I'm carrying on with some more super shots, bro. Money's worrying me, Okay, Regal 199. Appreciate you. I will get you a Marichachi, my muscular lawyer, man.
I don't think that would be necessary, Regal. Also, change your Avi. This is nasty.
It is. Mason 84 199. Appreciate you. Joe Burial of Charlotte on last episode is tremendous. He's spiteful, bro. He's got a sharp tongue.
How does Joe usually feel about Charlotte, like overall?
Oh, he's not a fan.
Not a fan.
He's not a fan. Bro.
Oh man,
he's not.
I like Charlotte a lot, but her detractors have many a good point to be made about her. But I don't know. I just like Charlotte, bro.
Darren Walker, £2. Ayo, don't slander Monty. He's a good man, like you, but appreciate you, Darren. But don't know about all that you talking about.
Darren going full Tory.
He's doing the grind. He's grind running tomorrow, bro. We ain't got EV on the flagship tomorrow.
That's nasty.
He's a grind runner, bro. He's not in the good books this week. Gonna have to dock his pay and shit. Bam, $2. Appreciate you. Stand with the man. Just not most CM opinions. Lol. Listen, bro. CM Punk. Good call, Good call. Misunderstood genius, Didier dropped for $5. People trying to...
I wasn't even going to say anything, Monty. I just wanted to see, your face. Because I know you was expecting me to cut in and call you out on your bullshit, bro. You couldn't even keep a straight face of saying that nonsense. And Manny ass know better. He know better. All right?
Listen, bro. Drogba's talking,
Hey, man, we out here. I don't know. We talking about some fragile, unemployed bum. When the god of pro wrestling. No. He's unemployed, bro.
He's coming back.
No.
What you gonna do?
The god.
And he works MJF, and he puts him over. And then everyone's calling him a saint again because he's cut a promo to the fans saying how he's missed the wrestling world and the fans, and they all love him again.
The thing is, I'm not gonna let that happen.
You got to make a call.
You're gonna have to make a call, and then I'm gonna make some calls, nigga. It's not happening, bro. TK, man.
Coming back, bro. I think he's coming back, man.
Anyway, the god of pro wrestling is wrestling tonight. Kenny Omega.
He is.
Versus Jeff Cobb. Someone who is a very good professional wrestler from New Japan Pro Wrestling. However, his singles debut in AEW was lackluster because he had to wrestle some no name, faceless creator wrestler ass bum. I forget what was
That's
his
not true.
what was his name again?
John
Monty,
Moxley.
who had that terrible match with Jeff because they don't know how to wrestle. They don't know how to work a singles match.
Was
And
it
he
John
just
Moxley?
Oh wait, was
So that's
Mox's first singles
spiteful.
match?
Yeah.
So that's
he was-
spiteful.
Oh, I meant his first Rampage match. My fault.
Oh, yeah.
Cash Wheeler, you talentless ass.
Nah,
Why is this about to be like, come on,
my
bro?
guy Cash, bro.
Come on,
You
bro.
know,
Hey, you liked that match, Monty?
smooth operator, bro. You know,
You liked that match?
made the big man look big. You know, put him over. Did what he needed to do, brother. You know, real wrestling.
This is so.
Bro, it was so good.
Man
None of this
side.
shit. That match was so bad, bro. It was so
No,
bad.
it's not, bro. It's not, man. Leave it up. Let me get this super chat off over. Didier dropped for $5. People trying to cancel my good friend Monty. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. It is a disgrace, bro. To be fair, I don't really know who you're talking about, you know, but the
It
people,
was just so
you know.
fun. It was so funny that I just created a discourse out of nowhere yesterday, and then it led up to Monty being dragged into it.
Manny's like, the thing is, like, when people get triggered by what Manny tweets, like, I just feel like there's no point in addressing it because Manny is so overtly ridiculous on the timeline.
It's just
that
like,
it's
bro,
like,
if you take Manny
if you don't get,
seriously,
yeah, that's what I
your
mean.
fault.
If you take it seriously, like, even if it's the first time you've seen him on the timeline, like, then I guess I could understand it a bit more.
Nah,
But
because there's some
even
real
then, bro,
freaks on Twitter. Because
That's-
there's some
yeah,
real freaks on
but-
Twitter. So if it's your first time seeing, I understand. But
And the
I
thing is,
mean,
people
you
actually
know.
think people think I get worked up by some of the stuff that they tell me and all that. And half the stuff that I tweet in the morning is I'm usually at work anyway, so I just think of something funny. I'm at work, and then I just tweet it out, and then out of nowhere, by the time I get back to lunch, I realize it blew up and all that. And people are mad about it. I'm just like, oh, fuck, man, I mean, I know you want me to do. For
yo,
me.
you know my favorite responses to Manny is people that be like, man, I've been following you for 17 years. You used to be such a good account. What happened to you? You fell off, unfollowed. It's like, bro,
He decided he wanted to become wrestling Skip Bayless and just fucking.
but he's been like this for like a year now. So like, why are niggas going off the ledge now? It's like when the Hooper and the Pierce the pick account get after it, get into it with each other. You know, it's just bants, bro. I love Manny. You know he owes me 19 followers. I love Manny. I'm never letting that go. Ever.
Never, bro. I'm not letting it go for you either, bro. But yo, Showtime Spurs $5. Need to drop my phone. Showtime Spurs $5. Appreciate you, bro. People saying Tony put the belt on Mox was a bad business. Was bad business. Why? The gamble paid off, and Mox is on a 5-year deal. Yeah, absolutely.
I would call
it was
bad
only
business because
the only thing that would have made it bad business was Mox's, judging from his own account, his attitude going into that meeting. You know. But that was the only thing, and like you say in the comment, like long term, he signed a fucking 5-year deal anyway. So it's like,
yeah.
But him feeling like he had that leverage to be like, well, I'm not putting Punk over till he puts me over. You know, let's do Rocky 3. You know, and I'm doing you a favour because I ain't signed. Like that's the only thing. But in the end, I guess it all worked out. Well, it didn't. But
Mox's idea is objectively way better, bro, than them just.
I don't know. I think it's divisive because I've seen people say like they really liked it, and I liked some of it, but I don't like primarily just like giving away a pay-per-view main event a couple of weeks before.
If you look at it, Moxley Punk was kind of right at the end, like because I think that's like one of the weakest pay-per-view sales that they've done. So in a sense, like yeah, well maybe they shouldn't have done it. Like he was fighting against, but at the same time, I mean, I would like my original thought about this. What I was gonna say before I went off the tangent about Punk going down YouTube rabbit holes was, I'm glad that Mox said something. Because now it opens a warrant for everybody else around the situation to start talking. And then once everybody else around the situation starts talking, that leads to the elites start saying stuff. And Tony Khan, because Tony Khan's going to have to address some of the stuff that all the other people are saying. So that's the only reason why I want everybody else to keep talking.
Hey, man, all you had to do was publicly apologize. And the elite would look like the biggest dickheads in the world if they refused to work with him. But he ain't want to do that, bro. He wanted to have more temper tantrums. It is what it is.
I mean, it's a tough one because it's like Maybe he doesn't want to publicly apologise, but that's at the minute he hasn't even had the platform to do so anyway. Like, yeah, he could
Come
just
on, bro. We've been talking about an Instagram post for how
I know,
many?
yeah, but that wouldn't be the way ideally you'd do it. Like, he does a tweet,
Yeah,
like, sorry, Kenny. You know, it's just, I don't know, man.
but the thing is, at the same time, it's CM fucking Punk, bro. He could go on he could go on Busted Open Radio. He could go on wrestling, whatever. He could go on. He can't go on Unpurist. That's one of the biggest and best platforms that you are banned from, my nigga. But you know, he could go anywhere he wanted and do it. Like, if he wanted, and I'm not saying, and when I say apologize, I'm not saying he has to admit fault. If he feels like the Elite wronged him with the dirt sheet shit, even though the Elite never leaked anything to the dirt sheets, it was the hanger honors, and they didn't instruct anyone to leak anything to the dirt sheets. But like, if he was just like, you could just be like, yo, my conduct at the press conference, the post show conference, was unacceptable. Blah blah blah. You know, should have never put my hands on you guys or tried to. You know, but just that shit, bro. Like, you don't gotta be like, yo, I was wrong in everything I said. Just apologize for what you did.
Look, man. Look, I'm gonna put out there. Look, Punk, if you wanna, just find me out there. I'll get a suit and I'll interview like Diane Sawyer, you know, or I'll get like a button up and like some khakis like Anthony Bourdain, and we'll walk around a park like what Eric Hawani did to John Jones when he was coming back from his third DWI. You know, we can just make it look good and all.
Yo,
plus, I've never been to Chicago.
Speaking of misunderstood goats, John Jones, bro.
What's he done now?
You said what?
What's he done now?
Nah, I was just saying, good guy.
It's in the same boat. Fuck, not again.
No, I couldn't take another one, bro. I couldn't take another one.
I said that the last 3 times.
Bro, honestly, bro, because all my goats are losing, bro. Like, come on, like.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
If John Jones gets popped for something else, I'm done. I'm done with MMA.
Man, it's hard when you like a fan, when you like a wrestler, when you like somebody and they're like pieces of shit, and you gotta be like, why do you defend them? And I'm like, bro, can your favorite go out there and try and go choke somebody in a minute? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I used to get on every single person's ass on my timeline who would say anything bad about Kanye West, son. It's like, bro, don't say something bad about Kanye and expect me not to get on your. And mind you, this was not like last month or whatever. I'm talking about like 2012, son, like 2012, 2013. It's like, bro, if you say anything bad about Kanye, I'm on your ass, bro. And I used to be like, yo, there's only 2 people that could come out and say that they're Trump supporters, and I'd still support them: LeBron James and Kanye West. But apparently, I was lying. Because, Kanye dead to me, and he's been dead to me for over a year at this point.
Kanye is just, he needs someone to talk to.
I'm sorry. That post was so ridiculous that he posted, and I had to like double take.
I thought it was fake, bro. Like, I googled before. I googled the real source. Like, I thought people were just posting around, like throwing around a Photoshop or whatever.
He's a crazy dude, bro. Right. Henry Charles Albert David. $4.99, appreciate it. Yo, what's up, fam? Ayo, my bro. Keep on keeping on G. Elite gang or don't bang.
Hey, man, elite gang or don't bang, but your uncle's got some allegations he's got to answer to before me and you could be cool, bro. Tell your uncle to cooperate with the proper authorities.
Hey, man, we're still looking for, the Princess Killer, man. Come on.
The Princess Killer. What the fuck?
Also, rest in peace, Lizzie. Rest in peace, Lizzie, while we're on top of it.
All right.
Wait, no. Actually, I got a cultural question. I got a cultural question. Deadass. Okay. Do people in the UK think that Diana was assassinated or no?
That car didn't run into that
I think it's like our in the sense of, God, I don't want to actually like directly compare it because I'll sound like fucking Stephanie McMahon, but in the sense that like how people bring up, how some people think 9/11 was an inside job, like then there's also a lot of like it's almost like 50-50. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
I'd say that's kind of like what it's like with Princess Diana because it was moody.
You could just compare it to like John F. Kennedy assassination. You didn't have to compare it to. That's like a more like.
No, but John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Like, what do you mean?
Oh,
No, because
the government.
Monty probably doesn't know, but there's a million conspiracies about like who did it. Like people think Richard Nixon.
Yeah, but are
had
they
a part to
widely
do with it,
believed? Are they as widely believed as Bush did 9/11? Do you know what I mean?
it is widely believed. Bush.
All right then. All right.
I wouldn't say 50-50, but you know a lot of people do think that shit. But
Crazy out there.
Let's get back to
Yeah, more cultural learning lessons. You know,
hey man,
we're doing, bro. You know,
learning, man. I was always wondering because Americans say that shit like, but that's really just the shit on the British. I don't think they actually believe it.
Owned. Bree Woo 999. Appreciate ya. Not gonna lie, TK can literally sell the company at any time and will still be a billionaire. Half the roster would be fighting for scraps in NWA since the Fed can't sign everyone. I mean, like it's just. Yeah.
Well, they can be an impact, you know.
It's again, Tony, man. I just wish that they. Again, I don't want to use the word fear, but
just put your foot down, bro.
severely respected your authority. You know.
The thing is, just like it's not hard when you cut everybody's checks to get respect, bro. Just put your foot down, establish boundaries. If somebody doesn't want to listen, it's all right, bro. It's your ass. You getting fined in. You getting sent home for a minute. Maybe the rest of your contract.
I'd love to know how many. Go on.
Tony Khan has announced on Battle on Air that the current ROH tag title designs have been retired in honor of Jay Briscoe, and a new design will be unveiled at Supercard of Honor on Friday night.
I definitely saw that coming. That's what's up.
Real gross.
While we're at it, get a new what's it called? Ring of Honor World Title. Sorry.
Oh man, that's awesome.
The classic. No, it's amazing classic, but you know, it's gotta go, bro. It's not 2005 anymore.
It is.
Bro, when that belt shows up on AEW television, it's just like when that belt just shows up on AEW television, and it's just like when Claudio's standing next to Yuta, I'm like, bro, these are the same fucking title, son. Like, this is not like a world title.
The one I hate is the Athena one, bro. That title's so ugly. I'm like, come on, man.
I think it's fine. I'm not a
big.
I like
Manny's idea. I heard him say before. Just make the women's one like a small version of the men's one. Then what I'd do is I'd change the pure title, so it didn't look as much like the world titles. I like the ROH world title. It's so it's nostalgia, bro. It's the vibes, bro. The memories.
Jonathan Gresham, you did this.
Some real wrestlers have held that belt, bro. It's only just came back as well, bro. Remember?
I know. With your man's fucking Mighty Mouse and shit, it's gotta go, bro. Like I liked the Winged Eagle title a lot when it had its run. I think it would look ridiculous on wrestling television in 2023.
You think?
You know?
Yeah, bro. I don't think it would belong, son.
Tony Khan, I know you. Tony Khan, I know you're listening. Look, man, UFC retired those old belts, man. You know, just steal the design and put the ROH in the middle. Get rid of the UFC branding in the middle.
Big gold.
Hey, I'm not against that, man. I don't know if Manny's joking or not, but I'm not against that, bro.
Big.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm just throwing it out there. I would have done it.
Yeah. Hey, man. He keeps calling Dana his friend.
Big gold with the ROH logo would be incredible. You know?
I'm not against that. Wait, so you didn't like Bandito and Rush's title? And everybody else we had before that.
It's a nice title, but like when the other option is the classic, brother, you know.
I know you were a huge nostalgia merch when it comes to RH. I'm gonna let you have it.
Love that place, brother. You know, real graps. All right, Parker. Shout out Parker always, of course. We love him.
Shout out Parker Klein.
999 super chat. Appreciate you very much. I love Wrestle Purist and I love the three of you. We all love you too, brother.
Love you too, Parker.
Shout out Don't Go Live.
Watch Don't Go Live every Tuesday.
Yeah, man. We missed it this week, but we'll be back and back better than ever next Tuesday. You know,
Parker was actually was actually a guest host on Steven Crowder's podcast. That's why.
No, fuck.
You know. I'm sorry. Did I say Parker, bro? Parker would never. He's a leftist ally. It was Murph. Murph was on Steven Crowder's podcast. You know, Ben Shapiro was in the building.
Fuck off, man.
They was just having a good old time.
That Murph, man, you never know what he's gonna come out of his mouth. You're always shocked. You're like, bro, what the hell? I mean, or out of his.
He's a piece of shit. You know. Yeah. Matt's fan 199. Matt's fan 199. Appreciate it. TK should sell Jags, restart Pride, and get Ngannou forever.
I don't think TK would never sell the Jags, like even after his father like all passes. Which I hope is a long time from now and shit. Shout out to whatever his face is, Shaheed. But I could see that nigga opening the MMA. What's it called?
I don't know, man. I don't think he.
No, MMA promotion.
Does he have? I don't think he's like a big MMA guy. I genuinely don't.
Look, I don't know. Look, man. We don't need another MMA company in the United States because look what happened to fucking Bellator, bro.
We need Bellator to get their shit together. That's what we need. We don't need.
PFL's cool, but it's just like it's still.
I like the concept of PFL, but it's just like, bro, when I don't know any of you people, I can't get invested in it,
bro. They've got some hitters in there. Who's in the current series? I'm gonna Google it.
I think the one thing that Tony Khan should do, or somebody should do, is do Muay Thai. I mean. It takes away.
Hold on.
If you want,
money just hates money.
Dead ass.
No, bro, bro, a lot of people don't like the jiu-jitsu or like the wrestling aspect of fighting. Bro, you just have Muay Thai. You gotta have people just throwing in knees and elbows and kicks for fucking 12 rounds. You know what?
Manny, if you think. Why do you think people don't give a fuck about Muay Thai? They don't give a fuck about kickboxing, bro. People don't pay to see these things. Like these are just like it's like college baseball. It's not profitable, bro. And people do it for the love of the sport.
Right. Okay. So PFL's divisions, it's not looking great these days. They've still got Pettis.
Hey man, how old is he now? Like 40?
Jeremy Stevens.
Jeremy Stevens also does bare knuckle
Rory
fighting.
McDonald.
Okay.
I'm sure he's retired though.
Man, if people want to see some real shit, man, go watch that bare knuckle stuff, man. That stuff would.
That bare knuckle shit is so stupid, bro.
The thing is with bare knuckle is that the talent, the skill levels, it's just missing, bro.
It's like, all right, bro. You won the fight. Congratulations. You have 2 broken hands now. You can't fight for like another 3 months, like minimum.
That's why Boss Rugen always says when you do that, you gotta throw palm strikes.
Listen, bro. He's the real father of MMA, Baz. Look at this shit, bro. People are so quick. Princess Diana, $5. My mother tried to kill me, but who's laughing now? Ha 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 ha. See, this is.
Wait, she was related to the queen?
Oh,
or was it?
Oh, no. Bro. Oh, nah.
Juan class at college baseball ain't profitable. They continue to sell out D1, D2. The thing is, bro. It doesn't matter if they sell their stadium every show. That's not how these people make money. They make money from TV deals and advertisements. You see with all these college football and college basketball.
If you sell out every night, man, I think
you're gonna be all right. But you're not you're not gonna create a $1 million stadium off his back and shit. Like you might be in the black a little bit, but it's like when you see all these super conferences happening in basketball and football. Those are the money making sports. They cut the baseball program, bro. They said get that shit out of here. They said get the track and field program out of here. If we had a lacrosse team, which we probably don't, get that shit out of here because they don't make any money. All right, back to the.
Oh, Monty, that's a super chat right there.
Mass fan 84 199. Hearing AEW with cooking power slap. I wish you didn't say. I fucking can't stand power slap, bro.
Well, fuck power slap. I'm so glad that shit's in the dirt.
Bro,
I would not want to get slapped by Hobbs.
Satnam's hands, bro.
Satnam's hands, bro. Yo, why do I feel like
just strike KO like everyone?
I feel like Brian Cage, big physique guy, might have soft hands.
Yeah, like being big physique doesn't mean you've got like big hands in it. You know what I mean? So it's more like the tall, fucking just long people like Satnam. It's just got these
Who's
fucking
winning that cruiserweight division?
cruiserweight. Who do I reckon has got heat?
Fucking
Oh,
Pac's gonna pull
no.
up with a scale. Tell him I'm only 205.
Nah, it's gonna be fucking Ray Phoenix, man. The way he lights up people.
Oh yeah, Ray Phoenix has a nasty chop.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, man. You give me something.
Athena.
Yeah, Athena would fucking cook, son. Athena would be AEW Power Slap World Champion.
Shout out Athena, bro. Who else could there be, man?
I would want to get slapped by Athena, Statlander, Nyla. Who else is on the roster?
Who would you?
I almost said Jade, but that should be kinky as hell.
Well,
Yo, man, you gotta chill, bro. Come on, Manny. Oh
What?
yeah, yo, come on, bro. This is a wrestling podcast.
Wait, what?
Man, he didn't even like catch what you said. He was like, he's confused, bro.
We're throwing out names. I said Thunder Rosa. She hits hard.
No, you missed it. You missed it. We gonna move on.
You're gonna have to watch the replay, brother. You know. Alright, so Darren Walker 2000 Super Chat. Will anyone watch AEW All Access tonight?
I'm tuned in, brother.
Obviously, Darren, as you know, being in the UK, sending you Great British Pound, it's gonna be starting at like 3 a.m. So I'll have it on, I guess, but it's just like, will I be awake by the end of it? And even if I'm watching it, am I even gonna be paying attention properly? Because it's so long.
I hope this
I'll watch it
TV,
tomorrow,
bro. I hope this is really good.
I think it will. I think it'll be like. I really do hope it's like a Total Divas fucking, Bella's bullshit fucking,
How long? 30 minutes?
drama, exaggerated reality TV.
All
like,
that. They had some of that shit.
I want it to be
Rose to the
corny.
top, bro.
Yeah.
There was working angles and Rose to the top. They had they had Jade Cargill and Red Velvet work an angle and shit.
The clips look promising, man. Like the shit with Ruby and Tay, Brit slandering Thunder Rosa, fucking Tony. There's like a clip of Tony with the Elite. Yeah, man. Like it seems like they're gonna try and do the drama, and exaggerate it, and maybe a little bit of work in. But I don't mind it, bro. That's reality TV. It's all bullshit. They're all acting half the time anyway, so.
I ain't gonna watch any of that reality TV bullshit. The only fake reality TV I'm watching is The Office again. So I mean, I'll just watch I'll watch the clips on whatever big account post them. So I mean,
Charlie says it's not on Fight in the UK. Well, Charlie,
I got you. I
know a guy who knows a guy.
I got you.
You don't want to be on the title or be like, who's got the AEW All Access link? That's criminal. But yeah, man, there was a moving on because obviously we've been talking a lot of AEW, man, which natural, obviously. But Jay White, there's been a little update from Give Me Sport, which is obviously they get all of not all of them, but they get a lot of their wrestling news, scoops wise anyway, their exclusive stuff. They get a lot of it from WrestleVotes now. Anyone who's like on Twitter and stuff probably already knows this, but just throwing it out there so you don't think I'm just going off some random source. But according to them, Triple H remains confident of signing Jay White, but WWE may lose out on the signature of Kota Ibushi. WWE has long been interested in the two, both of whom recently became free agents. However, Give Me Sport has learned that WWE is unlikely to secure signatures of both. Give Me Sport even reported WWE's creative team has been tasked with coming up with ideas for Jay White should he debut in the company. WrestleVotes has explained that Triple H remains confident of signing White. The feeling is the longer he doesn't appear for AEW, the more likely he is to sign for WWE.
that's weird.
Same optimism. Sorry, man. Same optimism is not felt for Kota Ibushi. WrestleVotes also tells Give Me Sport that the feeling is that Ibushi does not want to sign a full-time contract, whether that be WWE or AEW. Unfortunately for WWE, the chance of Triple H adding Ibushi to his roster are quite thin. Yeah, man. So it's a bit of a Bushi update as well, I guess. But obviously Jay White WWE as more time goes by and he doesn't show up on an AEW show, they're seemingly growing more and more and more confident. And that sounds to me like they might have already made an offer to him. Um, and they're just kind of waiting to see if he's going to either sign with AEW or, get back in touch and accept the offer or whatever the fuck it is. Then obviously the Ibushi thing does not surprise me in the slightest that he does not want to sign a contract with anyone.
We lost the fucking Hooper, bro.
That's the Hooper, bro. It doesn't surprise me at all that Ibushi doesn't seem reportedly wanting to commit to any company.
Hey man, he just had
Ibushi's a wild spirit, bro.
not only is he a wild spirit, he a little strange, but he just went through a traumatic experience with New Japan, bro. If his retelling of what happened is true, which we have no reason to believe it's not. It's not like New Japan came out and said called him a liar either. But
I mean, he did just randomly tweet Yakuza, and
that was
no
wild.
Context, just.
Whoa! Bush was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck up the streets with this one." He just typed the Yakuza first. I think he could easily become a regular on AEW television.
Yeah,
without a long-term deal and shit.
Yeah, I think Tony would play ball for Ibushi, bro. Especially when you've got like Omega being like, "Yo, that's my guy," that's my guy, bro.
TK loves having people around without contracts. That's TK's shit, bro. The only thing is, he'd have to. With no work, without an employer, getting a work visa would be kind of annoying and shit. But
yeah. Well, I guess he can still, like how he's obviously sorted something out to come over to do Bloodsport and stuff. It's like, you can do the short term thing. It's just that you can't really do like ideally you could get him to do like a storyline for a couple months, rather than just having him come over and work a match and everyone pops for it and then you don't see him again for a while.
You don't see this nigga again for 5 more months.
But yeah, like you said, him not having a home company in America will make the visa issue very frustrating as a wrestling booker. But
that's why they locked down my dog Speedball, bro. Speedball was like, "Yo, I need a fucking job, bro." Took his ass to Impact. TK. Save him. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. You gonna have to carry this solo podcast for 2 seconds, man.
Solo podcast. All right.
For 2 seconds.
I'm gonna read some super chats. All right. Chi-Town Spurs $5. All Access is definitely playing a role in Rosa's return. It will play in her joining the Outcast. I'm actually with you, Chi-Town, because it's very like overt now, and I just don't think they would still be playing into it after all this time. Do you know what I mean? And stuff. If it wasn't, I think it's one of those things that it was like a shoot to start off with. Like there definitely was some sort of tension there between like Britt Baker and Co and Thunder Rosa. But now I think that it's probably being resolved and they're just working it into a storyline, because I guess that's kind of the best thing you can do with this situation, because what else would you do with Thunder Rosa when she comes back that wouldn't be it's even remotely close to being as interesting as that, like I can't really see much of Thunder Rosa that would be close to being as interesting as getting involved in this Outcast versus the Outsiders thing. No, I think it's Outcast versus the Homegrowns. That's the one. But yeah, man, I think it's all gonna lead to her comeback and part of the big angle and stuff. And I think Britt Baker's comments on that podcast earlier today, where she said, I can't remember exactly word for word, but she's still unsure and she's still got questions and da 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 da. I think these will be the sort of things that we hear her say to Thunder Rosa on TV as well. So, yeah, man. Manson 84-199. Ibushi versus Omega rematch in AEW would go wild. Yeah, of course it would. Like I said, I think if Ibushi is available and isn't going WWE, and WWE kind of just give up on trying to actually sign him, because obviously he's not going to show up in WWE without a contract like it could happen in AEW. That's a big thing. So I think because he'll be available to AEW and Tony Khan, you Kenny Omegas, and of course a lot of other people in the locker room. Like I'd imagine that Ibushi is a very popular person in the AEW locker room. Amongst a lot of the talent. So they'll all be in Tony's ear saying that he should come in and do something. And like I was saying earlier, if he's gonna have visa issues and he can't come in and do like a few months and do a proper storyline, and when he comes in, he's gonna have to leave just as quick as he came in, sort of thing, then I guess you would just do the dream match route, and obviously Kenny Omega would definitely be one of those. There's all kinds of matches for Ibushi, man. He's that roster stack, that AEW roster stacks, man. And when we're dealing with talents like Ibushi, it's like you take your pick who you want to throw it in. But obviously Kenny Omega's like the big obvious one. So yeah,
I'm trying to see that Kota Ibushi versus Ryan Nemeth versus Kip Sabian.
Come on, bro.
Triple threat match.
Come on, bro.
That's what the streets need.
Why?
Explain.
Explain yourself.
This is real grabs.
Jacob Donnelly, $10. He says, appreciate you. And he says, do you think Brian Cage ends up in WWE sometime in April? The Embassy will probably lose the 6-man titles at Supercard, and he possibly shows up Raw after Mania.
I think he's done with AEW. I don't know if he's gonna go to WWE, but they're not.
I don't know if he'll go with WWE because it's like
he's done with AEW. They're not gonna have his ass.
Well, I don't know if WWE would. I don't know. Well, apparently they are signed. They are interested. According, I think it was a Sean Ross up.
Yeah. No, I mean me and Hangman had a space, and SRS did report it, but he also just flat out said it in the space. He was like, "There's mutual interest in what's it called, in WWE," and I told SRS, I was like, "Bro, he must be going over there, right? Because the last time he tried to do any kind of cute shit on Twitter, it got really ugly for him and his entire career." And Sean was like, "Oh well, he's got really powerful people in AEW that do like him. He's got MJF, he's got Chris Jericho, and he's got someone else. But like on the other hand, there's people in AEW that are high up there that hate him, bro. Chris Daniels hates that nigga, son. Like he sees like all this twerking that people do online for like what is like all the crying and shit that we want TK to put his foot down about. Like CD does a lot of that. But yeah, so I don't know. I think hopefully it works out for him in WWE, bro, because all that twerking he was doing on the timeline, it's not looking good for my boy.
It's an interesting one because I just don't know how he would. Does he go NXT? No.
Depends what they're trying to do with NXT. What are they trying to do with NXT? I don't watch this show. I will be watching Stand and Deliver this weekend, everyone. So be tuned in for my hate tweets. If you want to see a bunch of grown men cry, bro. If you want to see a bunch of grown men cry and cope and seethe and block me, but screenshot my tweets and then repost them to get their super stupid dunks off and shit. Tune into my Twitter feed, bro. We talking shit all Mania weekend. We watching the Indies. We watching ROH. We watching WWE.
That's not a good advert, bro.
We doing all that shit.
If you want to see grown men cry.
If you want to see grown men cry, just tune into my tweets. You want to see grown men crying.
Manny, 199. We don't appreciate you. Because he says, my damn Wi-Fi went out. I hate Google Wi-Fi. We hate it too, bro. We need real hoopers that don't run from the grind and disappear. So we had this on Monday.
We're always on counting the Imperials game. Let me see if someone can join.
Yeah, we got like 30 minutes before Dynamite. We don't have to be here the whole time, But there's not too much crazy stuff to talk about unless we because we've got shows throughout the week, so it's not like we're going to do a full Mania preview or anything like that because we've got shows before Mania. So, yeah, ask us something in the live chat, man. Let's give us something because there is shit going on. It's just like when you're on the podcast, it's like you don't think like shit. Just you lose everything. You know what I mean? And then you get off the podcast and you're like, oh shit, that happened.
Apparently there's some crazy RH spoilers going on the timeline right now. So scroll carefully, everyone who's on Twitter right now.
Ibu's got this. Ibu loves sending me ticket sales on fucking
bro. Ticket sales are his
He's at
shit.
work, bro. He's at work, shouldn't he? Ticket sales, like ticket numbers and shit. All right.
Yo, so as Richard Pierce's resident Adam Cole lover, what do you think you looking forward to this match tonight?
Yeah, 100% actually. Adam Cole. It's like I like Adam Cole. It's just kind of not as much as most, So this day and age, that gets you labelled as a hater. But I'm all for Adam Cole. It's just I really liked that segment last week with
It was
Garcia.
great, bro. It was great.
Garcia held his own. He didn't look out of place next to someone else. The star power of Adam Cole didn't look out of place at all. And they had a good back and forth, and they really genuinely sold the match to me, and that's all you can ask for,
Man,
And
Garcia, bro, what a fucking talent. That's the type of nigga that need to be on a 5-year deal. Open up your bank account, bro. Stop signing these Fed merchants. I don't know what you're doing over here with Cole Carter and shit, my nigga. Come on, bro. Buddy.
get him going, bro. He needs to get him going, man, because
Yeah,
he's
like cooling him off after the Danielson thing is baffling. Like I get TK wants to do the everybody has a turn type of booking shit, but nah, nigga, you gotta have him doing something.
100%, bro. And it's like with Garcia, bro. I think anytime he's been given a ball, you know what I mean? It's like
He's knocked it out the park, bro.
Every single time, and
He's never been in a main event or a big match or anything. It's just like, damn, DG, you kind of
even when he's thrown into the deep water, bro, he swims. He's an exceptional talent. Like genuinely, like the matches with Danielson were all excellent, and obviously, the matches with you are always very good. And it's like when he gets put in a big position on a card and gets given some time to do some shit.
Here we go. It's Ibu Costco. Look at his profile pictures.
What's going on here, Boo?
I'm chilling, man. Last few minutes of my break, you feel me? Want to pass by? You know what I'm saying?
I
went to Costco yesterday. got my Costco card on the weekend. You feel me?
I haven't gone to Costco in a minute. But you see what me and Monty are doing for the brand. 180 people on our backs, 2-man pod.
That's crazy,
bro. Easy,
Jordan
bro.
Shit.
It's just
see, other people would panic and fold in that moment. Oh, look, Monty got the card.
Costco card.
Oh, they got.
I know in the US it's probably not as flat that you wouldn't flash your Costco card.
Nah, bro, people do it, and Costco knows people do it in the US, so they make them fancier, bro. Like they make them gold or black, make it seem like you're somebody, bro. I haven't seen a white Costco card like that since I was a kid, bro. They're golden now and shit.
Yeah, man. UK Costco, you know what I mean? It's exclusive, brother. You know.
Hangman, you're on your last couple minutes of break. We want real niggas have been talking all episode, right? So we want to hear the opinion of a pussy ass nigga like you, right?
Oh, okay.
What are you most looking forward to in tonight's Dynamite?
Easy. Daniel versus Cole.
Oh yeah, you were excited. It was only Russell Perez popped huge for that match announcement, bro. Russell Perez popped huge for that.
Except
match.
for Adam Cole's biggest.
Yeah, except for Adam Cole's biggest writer, Murph, bro.
I'm really curious. Really curious what approach Cole takes, and I'm looking forward to seeing my man Daniel show out. You know what I'm saying? Have another great spotlighted matches, and have one of those on Wednesday in a minute. And he's gonna show Adam a thing or two. So
both great wrestlers.
Garcia is as I was saying before, you boo Jordy, bro. He's just every time he gets an opportunity, bro, he kills it. Anytime he has any sort of spotlighted match, he kills it. And even what the fuck? Even just as recent as last week, bro, him coming out there to challenge Adam Cole is definitely him being thrown into the deep water, bro. That could have gone sideways.
It could have gotten ugly, bro. There's a universe where DG's music hits, he's dressed like a dork instead of the swaggy fit that he did have on. There's no reaction. Adam Cole just carrying crosses him on the mic. There's a universe where that could have happened, bro. But
100%.
nah, son.
There's a universe where that could have
DJ did his
happened
thing.
as soon as like 6-12 months ago with Garcia, because he's developed a lot, bro, and
Yeah,
he's developing at a
TV
crazy rate.
presence.
He's still like fucking 24, 25 or something. He's ridiculous, man. And I think how like people were really into him during the Danielson stuff, and they
People
were
were so
reminded
behind
it.
him, bro.
Yeah, and they were reminded of it last week when he done the whole like, when he fumbled his words and said he's a pro wrestler, and they remember and are into it, and they're into his development as a character on the show. And like I said, in the ring, he holds it up every time, and now he's doing it on the mic as well. It's just like he deserves something, and he needs something, and he's definitely someone who should be invested in for the future of AEW. Like we talk all these pillars and stuff, but like, Garcia is someone who should be given a ball to run with, so he can solidify himself as
That's
one.
a fact. That's a fact.
Because he's definitely someone that you could one day put like a TNT title on and just have him go out there and wrestle every week and have 4-star matches and people are into him. And
Because it's sad, bro. Like,
he's awesome, bro.
This is the dude who just beat Bryan Danielson. Some people would say he's the greatest wrestler of all time and shit. And then you just like throw him back in. It's not like the work that he was doing in the JAS was bad. Like it wasn't. He wasn't out there like throwing pies in people's faces and shit. But it's just like you just make him stooge number 2 and shit. I don't know, bro. I wasn't fucking with that. He could have done something a lot more. I'm not saying he had to be like right in the main event after the Danielson program. But, just give him a prominent role.
Yeah, and he always plays his role so well. Like it's even in that Brody King like last week or the week before, whenever it was, it's just like he made Brody look and feel how Brody should have looked and felt. Like a fucking monster, and he was trying to like cheat his way through it and be sneaky and wrestle smart and get the upper hand in those kind of ways. And he wasn't undercutting him and having fucking like Joe said it as well. Like after it happened, it's like he wasn't trying to have like 4-round battles with him.
Yeah, like nah, I can take that shit. You know what kind of unemployed mark of a wrestler would try to throw balls with Brody King, just have a strike off contest and shit. Chicago Phil, Chirac Felipe, nigga. He see, this is why maybe Phil came to the locker room thinking that he was gonna give advice to wrestlers, but maybe Phil should have took the advice from a young prodigy in Daniel Garcia. Advice on how to dress, advice on how to brush your teeth. You feel me? And advice on how to, in-ring psychology, how to be a consistent worker and not have your body fall apart every 2 weeks. This is all things that my nigga DG could be teaching Punk. But hey man, you live and you learn. Next time.
Those spoilers are gonna get leaked out everywhere about the ROH taping. So I won't give him out here because that's unfair. But
yo, what is Ibu doing?
When Ibu joins a podcast or a StreamYard when he's at work, there's always weird noises going on.
I don't know what that noise was. It sounded like a shopping cart kind of.
It was cracking, yo.
Oh, now this nigga's talking to his employees. I'm muting his ass. I'm muting his ass. He's talking to his coworkers and shit. Chris, what happened, bro? You joined, you haven't said anything.
My bad. I was doing something. But the call came in. I had to, save the fucking brand.
Save the brand, bro. Regular and pure shit.
Oh, no.
I can't even add Rob, bro. It says this shit's not connected. Hey man, the family's all. I know Monty hates this too. Monty's gonna be in the. Don't ever do this fucking shit again, man. Fucking bullshit.
We've got 20 minutes. We've got 20 minutes. And, bro, this was meant to be a 4-man podcast, and I had to go solo for 5 minutes. So.
Hey man, something actually important came up.
Manny's back. We're back. I've got some super chats to get through.
Time out. Okay, so if since y'all got a starting lineup again, since y'all got enough players, enough bodies in the court, I'm gonna hop out. But before I hop out, is there any questions you'd like to ask me, Monty, regarding this show tonight?
Hey, go stack that lettuce, nigga.
Shut up, motherfucker. Quickly, Monty, before my boss runs up on me.
I don't know. It'd be what you're looking for out of Dynamite tonight, brother.
Just a follow up on the Elite lore. No, not even. I want to follow up on the Don Callis Kenny Omega stuff.
Yeah.
I want to know if he in the week since. What's going on, Rory? How you feeling, man? I want to know if in the week since. I want to know if he found out that Don was lying to him. That's what I'm really curious about. You know, and what else? Yeah, just the Garcia stuff, Kenny Omega. I'm curious to see if Jeff Cobb comes in focus. Like, what Jeff Cobb are we getting tonight? That's what I really want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Respect Jeff Cobb.
I do respect Jeff Cobb. That's what I'm saying. I want to know if this is the Jeff Cobb that faced Shingo in the Tokyo Dome, or if this is 2017 PWG Cobb. There's a different person. So yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. It's Dynamite. You're gonna get a couple great matches and shit. So hopefully hopefully it's more of the same. And
Chels, thank you. Chels said he don't watch the product. Once he said that, I don't know what Cobb we're gonna get. Like, bro, hey man, you don't watch Puro anymore, and it's cool.
That's not
it's
true.
cool. You
That's
don't
not
watch
true.
Puro anymore.
I watch more Puro than you, nigga. I caught it to All Japan 2 days ago.
All right, bro. Just
Ibu, before you get out of here as well.
This nigga jerks off to BJW and shit.
Yeah.
Jerks off to Glee.
Hey man, I was seeing what's cracking with Yuma Aoyagi, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing what's going on.
All right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Ibu.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, before we dismiss you, you're running from the grind tomorrow.
Yes.
You will be being replaced by someone of bigger star value, and
who is that?
When will you be back? Because I know we're going to be doing some Mania stuff, but what days we got you back? We're doing like a meeting on air, but like, what days you doing shows this week, bro?
Okay, because of the work brand that is attached to my name on screen right now publicly, all I can reveal on record is that I will absolutely be available for Mania Sunday, whatever you guys need to do, and to if you need to shoot a certain bat signal on the day before, do what you got to do.
Wait, can you not watch Night One live?
I can't comment on that publicly with this name that I have on.
I'm crying. I hope you can't, bro. You don't deserve it.
I
hope they switch Cody and Roman to Night One. a nice little switcheroo. You don't get to see it.
You ever know when you know you're gonna call out the next day and the niggas is like, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's like, no, you won't, nigga.
Yeah.
Bro, that's why shit. Like when I use my shit would be like, all right, have a nice week. I'm gonna see you next week. Knowing I got the entire week off.
Yo,
nah, bro.
You're not seeing me, bro. I'm going to Miami. Are you out your mind?
I made the block hop to my one coworker. He was like, it was like a Thursday, right? And mind you, his days off for like Friday and Sunday, right? I was like, y'all see you Saturday. He was like, no, he goes, I'll see you next week, young fella. I was like, you mean Saturday? And he was like, I said next week.
Oh,
and my dumb ass out loud, I was like, aren't you working Saturday? And he's looking at me like, nigga, stop talking, bro. Like,
yo, what's good with
I was like, Saturday.
Bro, that's what happened to me the other day, bro. I was talking to my coworker and we're talking about how much we hate fucking people calling in. And then like I dab him up at the end and I say, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. And he said, yeah, bro, I'll see you tomorrow. And I said, as soon as he told me that, I said, this motherfucker ain't coming in tomorrow, bro. I know it. he's over here talking shit about people that are calling in. And bro, I showed up and I was by myself. I said, yeah, bro, what the fuck, man?
Yo, everybody. No, you know who's the actual worst guy at work? The guy who asked you why you called out the next day when you come back.
Come on, my nigga. Like, what makes you feel that? Or the people that just ask you about your vacation, son, like at work and shit. Like, what makes you feel like you're entitled to this information? There's a difference between like small talk and oh no.
You got a couple. You got a couple super chats, bro. First one's off Ricky, $4.99.
I can't see. You gotta read
all right, $4.99 from Ricky. Ibu, I got us our usual suite in Santa Monica for Mania weekend, and because I know you got to get out of here. Darren Walker, £5.
Oh no.
Hello, Ibu. Hope you okay. You've been missed tonight and tomorrow. Most important question: when will you return to international or flagship? I think it means worldwide, not international.
Okay.
Wrestle Pure is international.
Never.
Check this out. If we cover night one, I may or may not surface, allegedly, potentially kayfabe, who knows? And I will definitely be here for the coverage of night two.
Mhm.
I will be watching Supercard of Honor, not live, but I will be watching that show. And so hopefully I can review it on the channel with you guys. You'll see me in the weekend, man. You'll see me in the weekend.
Look, man, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say it
man.
on air. I might do a live watch along on the channel. Monty can't stop me. He don't got the power to stop me.
What are you doing?
Wait,
bro. What are you
for
doing?
what
Get the
show?
fuck off me, bro. Why you? You know, this is my fucking side, son. Like, what are you doing?
Hold on.
Wait,
Get out there.
Ayo,
Go back to
what
work,
show?
nigga.
I pressed the wrong button. He's about to
Wait,
shank
what's
someone
on-
at work.
Oh, what's
Hey,
wrong
man.
for what show?
I don't know, man. A show that I don't care about, so I could watch it with what's it called?
What about we do it
Deep
for
version.
Bloodsport?
Would I do it for Bloodsport? I don't think enough people would care.
What are we
Like,
doing for Bloodsport?
like it'd be like 25 people in here. So, like, if I did Mania Night 2, I know people would show up. You know,
I was like, I forgot what I was doing, but I looked down at my phone and it said, Chris, Rob, and the nigga said, what happened? Manny Wi-Fi is out. I was like, what?
Look at this from
I'm
Giant.
here.
had to
I'm
call
back.
in the show.
WrestlePurist International with Ash and Kwame.
Oh, I'm crying.
Yo, we need them two on the pod. One
We
day.
need him, bro. Especially Kwame.
Kwame is so funny, bro.
Yeah,
That nigga
bro.
is hilarious.
Shout out Ash as well, of course, but I need to get
We need Ash on
I need to
pod.
get my brother Kwame on here, man, 100%.
Oh God, bro.
But
Alright,
I wanted to say something before my Wi-Fi got cut out.
Okay,
It was about that Jay White thing. It was about that Jay White thing you said.
okay.
Where the one thing I wanted to point out when they said the longer he doesn't sign with AEW means he's gonna sign with WWE. Bro, I think that's like the complete opposite.
I don't believe that's true. I don't think it matters either way. I mean, he's going to WWE, but I don't think him because obviously he has an AEW contract on the table and shit. It's like, bro, just because he's not working right now doesn't mean he's automatically going to WWE. Shit, like.
I don't know, man. You know, I guess we'll just see with Jay White. You know, the reports kind of lean towards WWE still, even though Dave said that he's talking to both. So that's kind of been the only thing that's kind of given AEW a bit of hope from a fan perspective, you know, because every other report has been like, yeah, he's probably going to WWE. Like,
Y'all like Kiwi Randy Orton?
no, anyway.
It's pretty.
Y'all love that y'all
Andrew,
shit, bro. I'm just asking a question. It's Kiwi Randy Orton's
Andrew,
shit, bro.
Andrew 199, appreciate you. Hooper's Wi-Fi went out because he ain't a top G.
Oh,
But,
crying.
Shout out hustlers.
That's Ibu's big homie, Andrew Tate.
Hebrews big homie.
Shout out
5522, one of our big homies. $5 super chat, we
Shout out
appreciate
to
it.
Florida.
Do you guys genuinely see a Stardom talent not named Kyrie showing up for Forbidden Door too?
I can see
I would say money.
someone to do a job. I mean,
I would say money, but you know.
she ain't no fucking Stardom talent.
She fed brand.
I mean, it would be nice if you could, even if like Mercedes isn't a part of like Bushi Road still at that point, you know. Yeah, man, like just get Julia or Tam or someone, you know what I mean? Like one of their big hitters on the card.
Get Tommy on the card, bro. That'd be fine. It's just I do watch Stardom, but I don't know who. I'm not like into it to the point where I know the politics of who can get pinned by an AEW champion, who can't get pinned by an AEW champion, and shit like that. So it's like,
Hey,
I don't know,
if,
bro. Send my baby girl Mina over.
yeah, you could pin a Starlight Kid. You could pin a Starlight Kid pretty easily, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you could, and you could probably.
It's just when it comes to like
pin Azumi too.
yeah,
Low
like
key.
loads of people. Like I guess it would only be messy. Like this is obviously all speculative and assumptions, but I guess it would only be messy if we're talking to champions like Julia, Saya,
Oh, Julia.
or someone who's about to compete for the title, like Tam's about to compete with Julia, so you wouldn't want to pin her right now. But when Forbidden Door 2 comes around, who knows what the title scene is going to look like? So I guess it's just a matter of time, and we'll see. Hopefully they do like give Jamie Hayter a role. Who else would I like to see wrestle some Stardom talent? Even though Jamie's already wrestled some of them.
I just want Julia.
Shout out
I want
Club
Julia on
Venus.
TV so bad. I'm not saying she has to leave her promotion, but I just want her I want her to be like on Dynamite and like her to be exposed to a wide audience and
Mhm.
shit, do her thing.
Guys,
And she go back to
guys.
Stardom if she wants. If that's what she wants to do and shit. What's good?
I am
Chris?
giving niggas buckets with Jerry West on 2K right now.
Bro, don't even, bro,
Going
Chris,
ass.
Chris, right now, I just downloaded 2K for my PS5 and I'm playing as the Suns. Right now, I'm down 15-2. I don't even know how to freaking shoot in this game.
It's hard.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna
Me and
finish off
Monty,
these.
the last two professionals, bro.
What do you mean?
The last two professionals.
The last two.
I mean, if
The-
you
the
can't
only real
multitask,
wrestling
you don't know how
podcast
to- you don't know how
is,
to do anything, you know. Wait,
But
Monty,
yo.
is my Vince feature gonna come out?
Yeah, I might post
Vince
it.
feature.
I was gonna say, when should I post it? I'll post it tomorrow.
Post it right as soon as Dynamite ends. Drop it.
Okay, I'll do that. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll drop it tonight. All right. I'm gonna do these super chats and we're gonna get out of here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anwar Starwind. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right on either attempt. $5 super chat. Are y'all gonna be Fed merchants and pay $50-$60 for WWE's PLEs?
Hey, man.
It won't affect me, so
Don't
I
tell
can't speak on it.
Don't tell Dana White this, but you know, I don't pay for pay-per-views, bro. I pay for AEW and ROH pay-per-views. UFC, WWE,
Shout
you
out
got
Daily-
sites, nigga.
Shout
You're never
out
gonna
Daily
find me
How
either,
To's.
Dana. I'm in a private black site. You're not finding me.
Shout out slash how to's best site on the net. Not saying the first name, but you know what site I'm talking about.
Yo,
Shout out. I'm just gonna say, sometimes you gotta stream in a direction, and that's east, nigga. Fuck you,
Yeah.
Dana.
oh, I'm crying.
Yazura Hart, $5. Do we know what happened to Key Swerve and that whole plot line? It's almost like it dropped. Well, no, I don't know what's going on.
No, we do not know.
From what I
Came
can
on
infer,
Rampage.
you know, Swerve's got some new heaters on the way.
Yeah.
So you know, you gotta get
Yeah.
acclimated. He's got some new heaters on the way. You know,
Yeah.
ones that can wrestle.
Bree Woo, $4.99. Appreciate it. Big Nose needs to find a match for Lashley that's not a battle royal. I honestly think I haven't give up on Bobby Lashley being on the Mania card yet. I think they might set up something
Why?
up with him. I think they might set something up with him in the battle royal.
Monty,
What
bro.
other series somebody's earned the battle royal? Top dollar, obviously.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I haven't actually
Oh,
looked
I don't know.
long.
They got. I saw LA Knight in there. I know WWE fans like Eli Drake a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they set
Monty,
something up with Eli Drake in.
Do you care if I tell you an ROH match from the taping? I won't give you the results. I just
Well,
want to tell
okay.
you one match.
Well, all right. Spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
Man, Tony Khan is fucking bagging this match. Roosh, Jalisco, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett versus Dante, Darius, Penta, and Phoenix. In an 8-man tag.
Oh yeah.
I just do my Ebu impression. I do my honor is real.
I love this shit, bro. I love this promotion. You know, deep in the heart. You know. Alright. These last two super chats are wild to end on. So, alright, well, fuck it. Princess Diana, $5. You're all wonderful gentlemen. Let your hearts lead you. And then this is followed up by Henry Charles Albert David. With
Hey yo.
who killed you? What is this shit, bro? Come on.
Mr. Pierce Pat knows something we don't know?
Yo, Monty, so when you type out Ring of Honor, like, or just, you know, in group chats and shit, do you spell it the right way? Or do you spell it the fish and chips way?
Oh no, I spell it this way.
Alright, just making sure.
Because it's a brand name, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
like their
that's
trademark is HONOR, like it hasn't. Yeah, so it's like that's what it's called. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to expose you, Chuck. I love you, but you know, sometimes
The fish and chips.
Wait, what's
the
way.
fish and chips merchants got to get exposed.
What's the fish and chips way? How do you...
Does it
No,
you?
look at the
With a
no,
U.
okay. Look at this, brother. $2. Deanna's replying.
Bro, we solved it. We solved it, bro.
We solved it. And
we solved
that's
the
what I'm gonna. I think that's a good note to end on. With
Hey,
case solved.
Rest
But
in
yeah,
peace,
man, we're
Princess
gonna
Diana.
course.
Stream Hood Princess Diana by Ice Spice.
Hey man,
Yo.
all I'm gonna say is, if you're rich and you're being chased by paparazzis, don't go in tunnels.
Alright, man. Alright. Anyway,
That's crazy.
on that note, I'm gonna wrap this shit up. Obviously, appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We've appreciated all the super chats. Obviously, like I said earlier, this week we're gonna be podcasting quite a lot. Tomorrow, obviously, we're gonna be doing the Dynamite review. Friday, obviously, we're gonna be doing on Purist. Saturday, we're probably gonna review some of the Friday shows. Saturday, we're gonna review. We're streaming every day.
Fuck CM Punk.
Ah, man, it's sounding like the Fuse. Fuck CM Punk. They changed that shit in Chicago.
Alright, like the Fuse. Everyone enjoy Dynamite. Shout out everyone on screen. We've just lost someone. Who was it? Chris. Yeah, man. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. And peace out. Appreciate everyone.